the impetus for behaving properly is identity. And without an identity, there is no will to do. Every single invention, every single creation by modern man happened because the peoples had a cohesive and independent identity. People who choose to forgo this, forgo the fundamental nature of mankind, which is one of tribalism. The idea of the secularist, modernist left, equating progressivism, is that a constant forward motion and movement away from white identity specifically, with all other identities intact, will lead the country and the world into an identityless future, into a future with little to no respect for personal identity and for the lands in which a peoples have a history. But this is purely false and inaccurate. This is merely a spell of another cycle of human history in which the peoples were not able to make it into the higher levels of thinking and off the planetary matrix. This is just purely another example of a time in which people invested too much efforts in modernity and technology and lost the sense of themselves that created that initial investment in the first place. But we're facing a time that is truly turbulent. People are growing into very, very, very degraded ways. We're seeing an increase in sexual prowess, an increase in apathy, an increase in hedonism, and all of this is to substitute itself for our own self-worth as a people, as an American people. Our people died on the frontiers of this country for this land. They bled in battle for this land. They starved to death as their fields were burned to the ground in this land. And we are told that we are to just lie over and let the border remain open. For what sake? For what chimeric, futuristic, beautiful promise are we to do this, you might ask? Why? Why is it that we must give this up? Well, the bureaucrats and overlings would say, because it's not your land. Because it's Native American land. More specifically, it's tribalist warriors' land. And because you came here and conquered it from the conquerors, you therefore must give it up. Because you chose a path of egalitarianism, you must complete it, and in doing so, destroy your place on this land. That is their statement. That is their stance. We as a people must move past identity, though. Identity is a positive thing, and we must strive for identity. But ultimately, power is the only thing that matters in today's day and age. We may think that we are powerful because we hold guns, and yes, we are. In numbers, we have power, but in the growing age of robots and automatic technology, the military is an utmost threat to our union. If we are to gain power, we must gain access to the ear of power in a democracy. You see many people like Richard Spencer talking tangentially about power, talking in a removed sense from power, discussing the fact that the immigration plan that Trump has put forward is no good, and we must forego it for a better plan in the future. Well, the time is now, and Trump is in power now, and we should be clamoring at the gates to his access. Trump would give us hearing if we actually spoke, but we choose to speak only amongst ourselves, to remain cult-like, to remain purity spiraling, rather than remaining on our own and independent. We forego that in replacement of these large-scale events that have nothing to do with gaining an ear to power. Because populism is only effective as it is able to gain the reins of power. And the only time they can truly, completely replace the reins of power is when it either has a fluke like in Trump's election or in a civil uprising. So which one is it? We have the reins of power to some extent. We must have a discussion with Trump. We must work to gain access and ties to Trump and do so in a way that is not damaging to him within the media. We must do it secretly, we must do it quickly, and we must do it now. Our people must be eternal. Our people must forgo this transitory period. We must be able to remove those from our society that are causing our women or our people harm. We must be able to forgo them and work towards a brighter and better and more beautiful future. We are the future of this world, and we will be there. We must simply harness within ourselves the spirit that lies from ages ago. As Carl Jung says, we are a part as white men of a collective unconscious, an unconscious that will continue to thrive and grow and strengthen over time. And I hope that you all will continue to listen to my thoughts. I believe I have many interesting things to say from time to time, and I appreciate you all listening today. Thank you, God bless, and God bless America. Take care.